So I wanted to say something meaningful. I wanted to say something powerful. I wanted to say something deeply theological. And so I thought about it for an entire month. And finally I came across a story that explained the incarnation of God in the person of Jesus. The story goes like this. There was this decent man. He was a good man. He was very generous with his family. He was upright in all of his dealings, but he did not believe in the incarnation, which is what churches preach about at Christmas time. And he was too honest of a man to pretend that he did. So he said to his wife, "I'm sorry, I can't go with you to the Christmas Eve service tonight. I would feel like a hypocrite if I did. I just don't believe that God became man." So the wife and children went off to the midnight Christmas Eve service, and there he was. He went and got a good book, and he sat in his favorite chair, and he had a fire going, and it was snowing outside. And all of a sudden, he heard this thud against the window. And then he heard another thud, and another thud, and another thud. And he thought, "Oh no, the neighborhood children are throwing snowballs at my living room window." So he goes to the living room window, and to his dismay, there's this flock of birds on the ground. They had gotten caught in the storm and were trying to come into the window for warmth and safety. He thought, "Oh no, I can't just let them die there. I know, I'll have them go to the barn." So he went to the barn and he opened wide the doors and he turned on the light, but the birds didn't fly into the barn. He thought, "Okay, I'll go get some food." So he went back into the house and he got some breadcrumbs and he began to drop the breadcrumbs from where the birds were lying into the barn. But the birds still didn't go into the barn. So he tried to shoo the birds into the barn, and they just scattered everywhere. And he thought, "My goodness, they think I'm this strange and terrifying creature. If only I could become a bird, then I could show them into the barn." And at that moment, the church bells rang. And he got really silent, and he fell on his knees, and he looked up to the heavens, and he said, "Now I know why you needed to come."